of these predictions that in 2026, businesses are going to be pushing even more for the use of AI to get a lot of work done. And so as that's happening, we have to ask the question, what are really the human skills that we can't replace with AI and that all people should be developing so that we as individuals and as collective teams stay at the cutting edge and stay creating new value? To answer that question, we have to look at what are the things that AI can do best. AI, when well trained, AI is not biased. And I know that's a loaded statement because it actually is biased if what it's trained on is biased, but it's not biased in the way that humans are. No matter what it's trained on, it doesn't get brain fatigue. It doesn't, think differently based on what it had for breakfast. It doesn't have a lot of the things that affect its way of being able to compute the way that a human brain does. So it can be relied upon to very quickly sift through data no matter the time of day. That's the other thing that it can do. It can so quickly crunch data. It is excellent at that. But what can it not do well? Well, it's actually incapable of creating net new creativity. It can't invent something wholly new. It can only infer based on what its inputs have been in the past. So when it comes to, hey, the markets have shifted, we need a whole new way to think about our supply chain as tariffs change, right? Or we need a whole new way to come up with a product to meet consumers in a different time with a different culture. AI is not going to be able to do any of that. We need to rely then on our humans to be able to work together to come up with net new. Another thing AI cannot do is transfer knowledge. It is very good at, let's say you want it to understand what a cat is. You can train it on millions of pictures of a cat and it will learn what a cat looks like from every different angle, but then it does not understand a dog. In the same way, we are training our AI models to deeply understand one thing, right? Maybe it's our marketing department, or maybe it's our entire company strategy, or whatever it is. But then when new things come in and we need to think broader, cross-functionally, we need to understand different perspectives, the AI needs to be fully new trained on it, whereas a human brain can just infer. It does have transferable skills, knowledge, understanding. So that brings us to what are the things that, the human skills we really need to develop and lean into in our organizations. And that is being able to relate, work, understand cross-functionally, cross-perspectives, to bring in divergent information to create net new, to invent, find unprecedented solutions. That is the only way that we can compete in this capitalist society where as more content it can come out with Gen AI, as so much more things that are going to start looking more and more similar. The only way to stand out and truly create value for humans, for customers, for those who pay you money, is to bring divergent perspectives together and create net new. So the human skills needed for that, they're the hard ones. They're the skills that we don't find easy. They are actually very hard. We often avoid them. It is having difficult conversations. It is being curious about divergent perspectives. It is giving difficult feedback. It is sitting in uncertainty. We need great courage in this time to put ourselves out there, to be creative, to innovate. Now, these are skills that every human has within us, and we just need a little bit of space. We need the right environment. We need the right nurturing of our company culture, of our skill development, and these things are all available to us. These are the human skills that are critical in this age of AI.